They said we couldn't do it. They said it was impossible. But it is the year 2024, and we have done it. We have achieved our goal, and we, as a country, have reached peak Trudeau. We have seen the moment. It has come. The king has borne witness to his subjects. The sheer beauty, the sheer hubris that is Justin Trudeau has manifested during the solar eclipse. People said it was a prophecy of what was to come, of the end times, all this, but no, it was actually a harbinger of the impossible, peak Trudeau. So many of you saw the tweet he put out. If you didn't, this is what it is. This is actually what it is. So instead of going with the cabinet ministers to the floor of Parliament and out there with that, he literally went to the top of a building in Ottawa by himself to look up at the sun and had the audacity to tweet this: sunny ways. Now, you kind of get the pun. The sun is going away. It's not sunny ways, but sunny ways was his 2015 campaign strategy. And in 2015, he beat Stephen Harper on sort of a hippy-dippy, like before everyone really knew social justice and wokeism and all that stuff, it was sunny ways, right? How are you going to fix the economy? Well, the budget will balance itself. Sunny ways. His sale to Canadians in 2015 was, through my sheer magnanimous personality and general greatness, I will be a good person. And by me being a good person and having the right ideas, it will fix the country and everything will be great. Well, the country is doing great under Harper. It will make the country even better, right? And this line has been used against him because it's kind of symbolic of his, feelings over substance approach to literally everything. But now we have him standing on top of a building and looking down at subjects and pretending to interact and wave with them. And it all was so phony. And it was absurd that you'd even think that he's waving to his admirers. You all saw that. But I love this because we all knew it was BS. But thanks to Daisy Media and whoever else might have been part of this, but they put this out. They did a nice little side-by-side of, here's what Trudeau was actually pretending to wave to admire. Here's the people he was waving to. And this is actually what was going on. So here you have the famous video clip. And on the left-hand side, this is who he was waving to.
Hey, good to see you. Hey, good to see you.
Jump! Jump!
Okay, there you go. These were his admirers, telling him to stop being prime minister in a less, let's say, friendly manner than most people would. So these are the people who's waving. It's beautiful in a way. It does enrage every part of your body. What is this guy doing? But at some point, you kind of have to admire the beauty of something so horrible in a way. This is perfect. He's on top of a building. He can't even go down to the floor problem with the cabinet minister and be the team leader looking up at the sun. Another thing with the whole Eclipse in Canada is everyone was panicking, be safe. There was no enjoy this moment. It was always be safe. Make sure to wear your eye vaccines. We couldn't have a nice moment. But this was truly beautiful. And people might think what's Trudeau doing behind this? Is this some deep state machinations? And I'm just at the point where I thought of this from every angle because it is something so horrifying and beautiful and fascinating that it's just Trudeau, right? You could say, was this to distract from the Chinese interference scandal going on? Maybe, unlikely. No one cares about Chinese foreign interference. He's bought off the media, and everyone's too busy screaming about Israel and the Jews, right? And he that's why he's happy to have the mobs of Islamists on the streets and communists roaming around threatening synagogues and firebombing them and such. No one's talking about Chinese interference right now, so he didn't really need to distract off anything. It was just this is who he is now. And in 10 years in power has literally warped his brain to the point where he actually does think of himself as the king. And in his own delusions, he doesn't even understand that people don't like him. The ability to go back to 2015, and I don't even think he's gaslighting. I just truly think he thinks that he is the chosen one. And after 10 years of abject failure of the government on literally every facet and scandal after scandal after scandal, at a point, you just have to admire the beauty of someone so incompetent and narcissistic that you'll never see the likes of this again. So just like kind of admire the greatness that is the level of incompetence and gaslighting you're seeing, because you're never going to see a politician as utterly terrible at his job and so proud of it as you do right now. So admire it, because there will never be another Justin Trudeau.